Welcome back to the Unanimous Decision Podcast. I am your host, D-Palm. Follow me on Blue Sky, Instagram, all the socials at DPalm66. Follow the show at UDPod. Follow the entire MTR network at, you guessed it, the MTR network. You found us. Don't you dare lose us. Subscribe on iTunes. Subscribe on Spotify. Subscribe everywhere you get your podcast for free $99. Subscribe on YouTube. That's right, YouTube. You can find this podcast in video form at UDPod66. Follow, like, subscribe, do all the fun things and make people pay attention to this kind of shit. As always, brought to you by the good folks at the MTR Network and by DanaPaulMortgages.com. If you can afford your rent, you can afford a mortgage. It's my job to help you qualify. We're back. It's Tuesday. Apparently, there's a men's championship game going on right now. I couldn't care less about that. And it's not my guest's job to pretend to care about that anymore either. I'm so proud of him to be liberated from them chains of lies. What's up, Nata? How you doing, brother?
You want to know what's on the TV in the background?
Do you
really want to know?
I know it is. I know it is. It's the same thing as on my TV.
It's hard to kick. Do you understand that? Like
Oh wait. Are you watching it for real?
Yes.
Oh, I got Raw on. What are you talking about? I'm watching Javon Evans put on a show, baby.
Do you understand how hard? Again, for about 3 years, I had basically courtside seats to the Final Four. Do you understand how hard that is to kick?
Can I ask you an unfun question?
Yes.
How much better is the viewing experience from your couch?
Honestly, because it's the football stadiums, 1,000,000 times better.
Yeah.
Get the fun. Get these and it's the thing I hate about the women's. I know we're going to talk about the women's stuff, but they started putting those in football stadiums too, and it's like y'all just interested in ruining it for everybody, right? Like y'all don't want the equal opportunity misery. Equal opportunity misery.
It is. It's the. And I promise we'll get into sports in a second, like deeper into the current sports, but it is the constant push of we want to be conquering this thing, but only to use the tools of it. I want NIL money at HBCUs so we can compete with the white schools. That's not the point of these schools, my friends.
No, certain schools, not everybody can go, and not everybody is built to go.
Do you want to exploit these children as long as the person exploiting them is brown and black? What are you talking about? And so it's one of those things, same thing. It's like, hey, I'm so glad the women's game has expanded to this point. I'm so glad that they're being rewarded at least via the eyeballs. But at the same time, it's like, man, it's the White Stripe song Little Room. Don't forget how you got to where you got from started to play in the little room, man. Play in little rooms, goddammit. That's my old man take of the day.
Yeah, no, I want them to go back to regular basketball arenas.
Me too.
I really do. I want it for everybody because again, the thing that I'm really the most worried about, the sport I'm really secretly getting into, especially now that I have a daughter, women's volleyball. They're about to do that same gentrified shit to them.
Let me put you on game right now. This is free. You got a daughter? Pay attention. Girls wrestling. It has single-handedly saved men's wrestling in this country.
This very true. Yeah.
And it is the fastest growing sport in women for the last 5 years running.
Yeah. Plus, you might raise the next Kendall Gray, for all you know.
Dog, you look. I'm not even talking. keep a square circle. These women are beasts.
Yes.
These women are monsters. And the sport's young and growing, and yo, you want to find a niche like that? Yeah. And guess what? You want to teach a young lady how to handle herself in a high stress situation where involved physicality? I believe wrestling will cover that base quite well.
My wife will shoot me if I ever let her touch a wrestling ring. Shoot me.
Wrestling mat. No. I'm talking about high school. I'm talking about high school. I'm talking about
but still a wrestling mat. You think
cards?
My wife? No, but you know damn well my wife would shoot me.
Look, if he gets to that point, tag in Uncle Daniel.
Okay.
If he gets to that point, if the young lady says, "I want to wrestle," and your wife says no, tag in Uncle Daniel because I can help.
We will. You know what? I'm gonna put you on speed dial so she can yell at you too.
And if that's what helping means, where I just take some of this ass whooping for you, that's fine too. I'm okay with that because I'm a friend, sir. Because I'm a friend.
Okay. All right.
We got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot of stuff going on in the sports. Before I get to anything, I almost hopped on this motherfucker and did an emergency podcast Friday morning because we recorded Felder's show Thursday and it dropped Friday morning. And then The full Tiger Woods video dropped, nigga, and I was like, oh wait.
Yeah.
And I want to make something very clear. The last time I talked about this, I was dead serious because there's a lot of serious shit to talk about. I'm allowing myself to have fun with this now. I'm on the record. I'm on the record talking about how your mental illness is not your fault, but it's your responsibility. I'm on the record talking about how, hey man, you need to get help. You're gonna kill someone out here. Those videos, Nata.
Yeah.
Nata. Him nodding off at the back, dog.
Oh, he called the president. He called the president.
Okay, I want to step on this right now. Everybody thinks that's the funny part. Nata, he said he called the president.
That's true.
Why are we believing this addict's words? Why wouldn't he have a loud-ass conversation with the commander-in-chief in front of them? Why would he walk away? Oh, no, that was the president. Man, you couldn't get through that man's line. Look, he's currently dating Don's ex-wife, who kept the name Trump. In case you're like, wait, which niece? No, he's dating Don's ex-wife, Don Jr.'s ex-wife.
I forgot about that part.
So him saying, I'm on the phone with the president, to walk away and then say that and hang up and say, thank you, Mr. President. That's that's my girlfriend from Canada. Y'all don't know her. No, she's real. She's real. No. She doesn't speak English. You don't speak French. Why are you asking me questions? Like, what's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it felt like that's become the headline, like the president. No, a junkie said the president. A junkie said, and I'm not inclined to believe his junkie ass.
Absolutely. No, you got a point there. You got a point there. I didn't even think about that part.
I'm just
like, where?
Look.
Yeah.
He's at the point where look, he gets pulled over again. Like, this motherfucker's saying anything at that point. He's like, nah, I was texting and then I looked up and bam, I flipped my car.
No. Yeah, no, he's lost the benefit of the doubt. He's lost the benefit of the doubt at this point.
I'm talking to the president. The president of the HOA, the president of the PGA, president who? Like, that's the most vague. That was Donald J. Trump, goddammit. Because, like, these are also Florida cops. So, like, he's dropping this to be like, hey, man, this is the president. And the cops are like, we can't let you go.
No, exactly. It doesn't matter. You're Tiger Woods. And you're a billionaire.
I have a feeling that if it was Tiger Woods and, like, he hadn't flipped his fucking car, they probably could have found a way to let him go. But they're like, hey, man, you've put some things on tape where we can't let you go.
No. Like what happens if, like, we have to sell this to TMZ at some point to make, again, the fun to do some sort of police funding. We got to sell these tapes to TMZ at some point, sir. We can't let you go.
So the Tiger Woods tape was one thing I wanted to talk about on Friday. It's number two I wanted to talk about was baseball and apologize.
Uh-oh.
I was wrong. I thought robot umps would take the fun out the game. I didn't know you could challenge the human umps with the robot. I take it all back. You might have found a new fan, my friends.
No.
That's how it works, dog.
No. I know how it works. I'm just saying, I can't believe that this is going to be the thing to bring you around.
Dog, they got 2-hour games and we can call out authority. Like, what are we talking about?
Well, you put it like that. That is absolutely up your alley. When you put it like that, that absolutely is up your alley.
Risk 2 hours, and I could yell at my boss by being like, "Now the robot said your ass was wrong." This is the first good use of AI I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I'm in now. Like, Sam Altman, do we need people? I don't know, Sam. I'm just saying.
We don't need umps.
We do. We need someone to undermine. We need that human element because we have to undermine somebody.
Do you want me to give you the bad news that there probably isn't going to be a season next year anyway?
Oh, I don't care. I could. No, my deep emotional attachment to baseball that's lasted for a week now. I don't care. Like, I'm not. Give me the one. I'll enjoy it. I'll see you guys in a couple of years.
That's true. Again, we did say that the WNBA wasn't going to come back till 2027, and thankfully we were wrong.
Let's start with the WNBA because a lot's happened in the last 24 hours. So first of all, the college season ended. We'll talk about that in a second. all those players have about 2 weeks to the draft.
Mm-hmm.
We're having an immediately truncated, offseason because of the labor strife. We have an expansion draft. We have a regular draft. And now, and the reason you're here tonight is because I texted you. What are you doing? The second I saw triple verified that Angel Reese is going to be an Atlanta Dream. Now, I need people to understand something right now. When Susan was pregnant with Matthew, we did Dream Season tickets for that season.
Oh, I didn't know I was about to. Yeah.
We didn't plan it. It was just a sort of thing that happened alongside. So if you watch the photos from that season, we're in all seats every game, but you watch her progressively get more and more pregnant.
Yes.
And now we were like, oh, cool. Now we can even go see Angel Reese. And we looked at each other like, we'll never afford season tickets again.
Nope.
I watched myself get priced out of the dream.
Dog, it happens to all of us.
It doesn't happen to all of us because you don't have Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard and Brittany Griner and Angel Reese. Dog, tell me why. I know. And the thing is, I've been talking about this all day in my group chat. My group chat blew up when this happened. And the only counterpoint that one of us had was it's still Atlanta sports, which is why I'm trying to temper my shit. But like Nata, outside of the metaphysical Atlantaness of this sport, why can't I be excited about this, man?
I can't give you a reason not to be excited about this.
Thank you.
I can't. And I would tell you, this is where group economics comes in, and you go get a couple of homeboys and you go get 2 tickets and y'all just rotate in and out of the games because it's the summer. Ain't nobody going to be going to multiple games in a row. That's where I tell you. And
that's where we're going to be taking advantage of some of the day games. We're taking advantage of some of the non-marquee matchups. We're going to go see
some of those games are going to be in State Farm. I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of those are going to be State Farm.
There's 8 State Farm games this year, I think. 3 Fever games.
There'll be more.
And then the opener, and then a couple others.
There will be more.
And again, this is me being territorial. I love where they play their home games.
I understand. But
I got to see Dynamite there a couple of months ago. That was super dope because small venues rule.
Well, small venues because you can actually enjoy stuff, and you're not just like a lamb to the slaughter. I get it. I get it. It's the thing that
big small venue guy.
I get it as someone that enjoyed Hornets games before they got good. Going to those before they got good. You can get in, get out. It's not very stressful, but I understand. But there's going to be more State Farm games. I would not be surprised if they add more State Farm games.
That's a good point too.
There's going to be more.
Demand is up.
Demand is up, but also if you're talking those Liberty Dream games, those are definitely going to go.
All them damn New Yorkers. You're right. They take over our city like that. You're right.
That and then the Aces games. Those are the.
I think the Aces games are all already State Farm games. I think they're already State Farm games. I think it's just 2, but I think they're already. So from a basketball perspective, the one thing I've always said about Angel Reese is that she needs good guard play with Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard taken care of. She needs, and also I think it'd be helpful for her to be the other option down low as far as a rebounding threat. She gets to focus more on defense and offense because BG's still here. Immediately, the first thing I did when I heard this was look at the roster. Did we lose BG? What happened here? How is this working? And they kept BG. And I'm not one to talk shit. That's not true. You know me too well.
I was about to say, why are you trying to lie to me right now? Why?
There are people who've been on the show who I could have gotten that lie pass, but I recognize who I'm talking to.
Me.
Not you. You're not on that list. I do like to talk shit. And it's going to be a slow ramp up because I got to make sure there's proof of concept here. But if we can get this thing rolling, don't let them win the first 2. If they win the first 2, I'm going to be insufferable. Insufferable.
It needs 2. It doesn't just need that one. And don't let it be a 25-point blowout.
I want to add in a caveat for blowouts. If the first 1.5 looks like a blowout, you may get some real deal D-Palm's an asshole type shit. You're gonna see. I don't get to be cocky often now.
See, the thing is, I just wonder what's going to happen with the Liberty. I like what they're doing. And I also think Angel Reese is going to add a jumper in the next.
I was about to say the thing about this league is it's a bigger league than the Liberty's current build reflects.
For right now.
For right now. And maybe we say, hey, the game's going to evolve quicker to more perimeter-based games faster than you might think. I disagree with that. Watching the talent come out of the college, watching how it's developed in the W, that inside-out game still seems to be the best way to guarantee a win, not only because the blueprint is that bad motherfucker in Las Vegas.
Yeah. They're also a team I worry about, especially like them, especially because we haven't really gotten to free agency yet. And again, cap's different. All this stuff is very, very different.
Brand new world.
Brand new world. Like, I wonder what Las Vegas is going to look like. I wonder what the Liberty are going to look like now that we know people like to play there, especially those ownership groups like to spend a lot of money. So I do want to see what that's going to look like before. But again, if you're telling me as of right now, pre-free agency, who's my favorite? Like, they're top three. They're top three easy.
It comes to the A right now. Like, you can talk about all the teams you want to, and like I would never disrespect Asia. I would never, ever. But this is a team that this is a team that you built to beat that team. Like, you didn't build this team. You didn't build Brittany Griner and Angel Reese as, this is not at all diminishing them, complementary pieces.
No.
Because like everyone, like, yes, Alicia Grace said that Ryan Howard's no fucking joke.
That is a sneaky good team that they built in what, 2 years now? Two and a half years?
Three. Because I remember because they got rid of the coach after our season ticket year.
Yeah.
And that's when they also moved a young lady, Parker. I'm blanking on her first name right now. I apologize. But they moved her, and I thought that they were kind of dismantling the team like on the fly. I didn't really agree with it. But the moves they've made since then have been, we're going to be an interior, and like Ryan Howard, damn near leads the league in 3-point percentage every year. Like, this is a thing where you've built a very specific view of how this team should work, and they've found the personnel to execute it.
Ryan Howard has been probably one of my bigger surprises. I knew she was good out of Kentucky. I didn't think she was going to be this.
I knew she was this just because I got to watch it for that season. Like, watching it up close when she was the focal point of the offense. Anytime anyone else would get hot, like, you'd be like, oh shit, this can be a good dream game. Like, but a lot of it was the Will Smith offense with Ryan Howard as well. And and I don't think that behooved her or made her flourish in that system. But what it did do was it gave her the reps of being the one.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And so now she has the ability to, when it needs to be the one, to close out a motherfucker or to drop 3 threes in a minute, and all of a sudden, like, you down, like the landscape's flipped. But she has the ability to turn that on when she has to, and not have to live in that place, which I think is going to be very good for her, both long term from a physical standpoint, but also for the future prospects of the dream. And like, I say future prospects because that's how I've always talked about the dream. This is a win now roster. Like, this is not.
That is absolutely the case. It is absolutely a win now roster.
As I'm talking about it, I'm like, what am I talking about? Like, that's not logical or right. This is a motherfuckers are here to put up dubs and collect hardware.
So I'm going to ask you this question: what is what would be your expectations? What would be the disappointment?
You know why I really hate talking to you?
Why?
Because as you were talking, I was like, we've now entered the weird world of expectations. And then you said it. I was like, God damn it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
No. I meant all that exasperation. That was real, guys. This is late at night. My kid ain't sleeping right. Like, I'm in the downstairs for a reason. Like, it's a whole other thing. But you have pushed me further because you're right. And now it's talking about expectation. And like you said, we're at the beginning of free agency. We have yet to see the draft. There's a lot of things in the air. But if you ask me today, recording on the 6th of April, we got to be in the final. Like, I got to get to at least the semifinals, if not the finals. Like, I need a deep run. I need the proof of concept that this roster is worth whatever financially. And again, not my money. I don't actually give a shit. But for the ability to try to make this a multi-year run, I hope that they've got a plan beyond this year. Because if they do, and this isn't a end-all be-all year. If we can get 2 or 3 seasons with this roster, which I hope honestly becomes too expensive
before the next expansion draft hits, the
expansion draft, the Juju class that's coming up next, like there's a lot of things that are going to change because let's talk about this year's NCAA women's, the draft class, not the strongest.
No.
We've seen,
no.
I think the next year's class and the prior year class are going to like kind of, and it's good, I think, because we've seen a lot of these first round draft picks not make teams. And we're now getting 2 new teams. We're expanding. We're going to have more roster spots. But we're also in an era where athletes are taking better care of themselves and playing longer. So I ask you this. Are we about to see another round of bottlenecking? You already kind of answered my question because you and I agree there will be another round of expansions because the Connecticut franchise just sold for what, $400 million?
$400 million, but also you have Cleveland coming in, and I believe there's one more. I think it's Philly.
The Valkyrie just got here last year.
Yeah, Valkyrie. You have Cleveland again. You have the Tempo, and you have Portland this year, and I believe you have Cleveland the following year and Philly in 29. I believe that's the order. So we're talking about all this. We're not going to get the bottleneck. We're going to see a bad team. I just don't think we're going to see that kind of bad team for quite a while. There's still going to be a lot of competition. There's still like this team. We haven't gotten to like we're old enough to remember those Toronto Raptors teams. We're old enough to remember those initial Vancouver Grizzlies teams, those initial Miami Heat teams. They were not very good. There wasn't very much talent. There's still enough talent, and they're paying people what they're worth thanks to the threat of a whole lot of these other leagues. Now that this is going to be very fascinating. And more importantly, Paul, the biggest thing I think we forget about this is going to be the first year where proper storytelling really comes to the WNBA because NBC is in the game. I believe NBC has their All-Star game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
We are about to see what we're seeing with the dudes. We're about to see with the ladies.
We already saw it. You know how I know I already saw it? Because Tillman Fertitta paid $400 million for a franchise.
True.
And like we can say all the things you wanted to say about first of all, you notice it only happened after labor peace.
Yes, true. 2,
all the numbers you're working off of proven to be lies within 2 weeks of it happening.
Yep.
Even lie, which is fine. That's kind of the job of your lawyers and whatever. But we know, you know that we know that you were lying.
Mm-hmm.
And this
is trying to get a coverage.
Which is what you're supposed to do as a rugged, evil capitalist that I could go on a long speech about that I might have to on stage in a couple weeks. But for the health and growth of the game, I'm glad that these ladies, these women, this labor force had a long enough view of what tomorrow could hold to say, let's not be beholden to today. But let's talk about today because today we have a national champion in college women's basketball. And it pains me to do this because I'm not going to talk about the winners first. I'm going to talk not even about the losers of that game. I'm talking about the losers from fucking Friday. Geno Auriemma has been a bitch my entire life.
Yeah.
I don't mean that in he is. I don't mean in some of the connotations people take it. I mean, he finds every little way to dig and cut and belittle other people in his presence because he can't take them shining. It happens with his players too.
Mm-hmm.
Ask Diana.
Go ask Elena Deladon.
Everyone's like, oh, Paige Becker's cracked it. No, Paige is that fucking charming. She's one of one. She won over Satan himself. But the rest of those great players who come down there, see how much nice things they got to say about Geno. Oh, Paige, he's like an uncle or granddad. Paige, baby, you broke his old ass. You are the outlier, ma'am.
Go ask Elena Deladon, who initially committed to UConn and then finished her schooling. Where? Delaware. Geno nearly robbed us of Elena Deladon, guys.
Recently elected Hall of Fame, I believe.
Yes, recently elected Hall of Famer. Yeah, she almost, again, Geno almost robbed us of that because he was that miserable.
And so
just remember that when we call
Geno closing in on Dawn like that, Geno making that moment of his loss about himself, not about his team, not about the winners, but about himself, is indicative of a pattern of behavior of his character. Pat Summitt didn't like it.
Pat's been right about him. Pat was right about him the whole time. The entire
Pat
time.
Never lied to one of us. Did you ever know anyone who played for Pat?
I I never knew anybody directly. I've talked to people, but I've never known it.
My college girlfriend's sister played for her.
Oh wow!
And listening to her talk about Pat Summitt, it's like, you can tell when a coach has touched somebody, like really been a positive impact on someone's life. And every person I've ever heard talk about her has that impression. And so, fuck Geno, man. That was some whole shit. And the apology, not mentioning Don Staley's name, is just further admission that, once again, Geno Auriemma, big old bitch. But we did get a final game. And for 2 years in a row, I'm not going to say South Carolina came up short because that feels reductive.
I can't say it for this year. I can't say it for this year because they knocked out probably the strongest team in the tournament. I can't say they came up short this year. They just ran out of gas.
That was my. All right, I need you to stay out of my head. I'm trying to.
I'm sorry.
You asshole. Did they run? This is the year. I was asking. This is the year they ran out of gas because the path was like that Geno fight. Like that's an emotional, physical, draining fight. And then when you go into that championship game and the shots just aren't falling, and you're late, a little late on defense, maybe some tired legs. It's been a long season. It hasn't been the normal wire-to-wire destruction of South Carolina that we've noticed the last couple of years. This was rumored to be a rebuilding year for them.
Yeah.
And so to end up where they did, I just think that they went out not sad. Just I would have.
It's disappointing.
Yeah,
it's a disappointment. It's disappointing. Like it's disappointing. Of a non-competitive game from a Don Staley team you're allowed to be disappointed by it.
Thank you.
Even despite the fact that, like, you're allowed to be disappointed by it, even though you know they didn't have the talent. Are they going to like the thing I get concerned about with a team like with a school specifically like South Carolina is we know how much stupidly they're going to put into football. How much of that is actually going to be left NIL wise for women's basketball? I get concerned about these type of things, especially when you start seeing Texas routinely in the Final Four. Vic Schaefer's an excellent coach. Kim Mulkey, we don't even have to talk about NIL. They just throw money at anything stupidly down there. Go see what happened with Will Wade.
What up? Welcome home, Will.
The only guy, like, think about this. Down in Baton Rouge, there was a guy that got the FBI in the offices tapping phones, and you know what they said? We want him back. Damn it, we gotta pay for him back.
Nata is legal now.
That's true.
It's legal now by running off in the first place. This is a state where the governor went to jail, but we can't talk about Louisiana. Louisiana is an outlier. I refuse to pretend that that's college sports. How many people would debase themselves for Lane Kiffin?
That's true. In 2026,
in such a way,
2026,
for Lane Kiffin, who's won as many college playoff football games as I have. So,
I mean, shit, Pete Golding won more playoff games than he did.
That's not fair. We've seen Pete Golding's movies like this,
but still, it counts.
He's got one more than Lane. He's got more than Lane. Can't take it away from him. Can't take it away from him.
Shouldn't have left Lane. That again. What can I say? You handle it properly, you might have a college football playoff win.
So South Carolina gets blown out. Don does the right thing.
Yes.
Big ups to all that whole other program, UCLA. Jaime Jaquez on the call somehow because his sister's on the team, which I think is dope. I want to make something very clear that has something that happened under the cover of all this women's basketball excellence. The team of Pat Summitt.
Yeah.
The Tennessee Volunteers.
Yeah.
Have the entire roster in the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone must go. Nata, is there, and aside from the way Chicago Sky mismanaged their team, has there been a more shooting yourself in the foot example of like, well, one, I love that these players have the agency to do this.
Yep. That was the first place I was going to go with it. That was the first place I was going to go.
The fact that these players can look up and be like, our coach ain't shit. We out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one, I want to ask, how do you think this ends? Because Portals is not leaving. this is the first real test of an administration that we've seen from a collective body, because essentially the message is we won't play for her.
Yeah.
Can you find 12, 15 who will? Is the next unspoken question. And as we head into this new offseason, as we head into the portal, I'm sure there's a lot of players who want to play for Tennessee because it's that big orange T, which means different things in women's basketball does for me in football.
Mm-hmm.
But do you want those players? Like, there's a standard that must be upheld at Tennessee women's basketball. And
before we go there, before you say that, that standard hasn't been there in a very, very
I understand that, but like, man, like, and this is the old man in me, like it's got to be something.
Do you know what Tennessee women's basketball is in 2026? It's Indiana men's basketball.
Damn. Which means Indiana you can fix it with the right hire. Like, because this is a group of people who've proven to care before. You can make them care again. The caring is not building new neural pathways. It's reactivating old ones. Like, this is still, like, if you get the right hire at Tennessee for women's basketball, it's like hiring the right person at Alabama. Sometimes you just need to activate the sleeper cells. It's like bringing Pete Carroll to USC. Bring me someone, an up-and-comer to take. I don't know why I'm advocating for the Tennessee job. This is the weirdest stance I've ever taken. But
Paul, I'm assuming that you are sleep deprived, and not being able to put your kid to sleep has something to do with it. So let me just put it this way. Do you understand that, again, who is probably the most visible Tennessee women's basketball alum not named Candace Parker in women's basketball right now? That would be Kara Lawson, right?
Yes.
Do you know that she has absolutely no interest in that volunteer's job? She'd rather stay at Duke. You know why? Because Duke will dedicate more money. Through Duke, she has gotten the Team USA job. There's no Tennessee women's basketball needs actual investment. I'm not sure it's there. Until that happens, they're Indiana men's basketball.
Well, let's look to another team that's holding on to past glory and may have tried to step in the right direction as of recording time. Rumors are out of Chapel Hill that Michael Malone will be taking over as the head coach of the UNC Tar Heels. Nata, did you know that there has not been a Tar Heel All-Star since Vince Carter? I didn't until this week.
Wait, really? Oh, no, they talk about that all the time. They talk about that all the time.
I had no clue what in the world, and as this has become more of a pro job, I think that the Billy Donovan rumors were cool because of that, because this is a pro job now. But I think Michael Malone is a good fit for, hey man, we know how to spend the money. The only question I have is the resource drain, the resource fight that's constantly going to keep Felder up at night of Bill Belichick's wants versus Michael Malone's needs. And this place needing to remember that they are a basketball school first.
So I'd love to agree with you, but I guess there are a bunch of issues I do have with this. One, we got to go through the first thing. Like, Tommy Lloyd in Arizona was their optimal choice.
So was that wishful thinking, or was that ever a real conversation?
I think it was a real conversation. And
Arizona said, I didn't know.
And then Arizona basically said, hey, you know that job that you're going to go try and interview and go get? How about we just make sure that you don't answer to the athletic director anymore, who you're beefing with, and we give you a raise, and you're going to get top 3 in NIL dedication. So, yeah, they were never going to get Dusty mad at Michigan, mainly because if you know anything about Michigan, you know the two biggest boosters they have are Larry Ellison and Stephen Ross. You were never going to outbid them. And then, obviously, again, the biggest surprise was Ben McCollum out of Iowa not taking this job, or not even interviewing, because he had no interest. And more importantly, no one's going to take this job right before the portal opens, because the portal opens in 2 hours of recording of this. So,
can I ask a dumb question?
Feel free.
How far down the list was Michael Malone?
I would say either 4 or 5.
Wow. That's just a wild thing to hear about this job. They're selling for a 5th pick. That's a crazy thing to think, honestly.
It's not if you don't know what money you're getting, and more importantly, if you've seen anything, and again, because you talked to Felder, you understand the amount of disorganization that is in that administration. Why would you want to sign up for that when there's all the pressure and none of the perks?
Did you know Mike Lombardi's still employed by them? Anyway.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
That's crazy to me. Let's go to the NBA before we hit the last topic we're going to talk about for the day. NBA, you're living in Charlotte. You're a Charlotte Hornets truther. Con Knipple. Did he lose the MVP, the Roy this week?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, man, that hurts.
But here's the thing. And I didn't tell you this joke, and I'm mad I didn't. But I've been saying to Hornets fans for a while now, Con Knipple could cure cancer this season, and he was never going to win the Rookie of the Year.
You and I both knew that just for lots of structural reasons in the NBA. It was going to be Cooper Flag, barring injury or not hitting 65. However, I liked the Con Knipple thing. I liked having the conversation. I think once he over 208 threes already this season, he's going to break 275. This is so cool, man. That's a cool story you guys have in Charlotte. You guys are winning a lot, not as much as some other teams in your division, but you're winning a bunch. How do you feel going into the I came not to talk shit. I came to celebrate you. Don't make me do it. Now,
sir.
Don't make me do
who won the season series? Hornets won 3-1.
That's some sad shit because you live on head to head.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You live on head to head.
I forgot
baby.
that's the way we tell. I forgot.
I'm talking about current results.
Okay.
Is it 18 and 20? Is that where we're at right now since the break?
You guys have only lost.
Get your wins up and talk to us. Don't do this. Anyway,
we only lost 5 more since the break. 2 more since the breaks than you.
So more, right? You said more, right?
Yeah, just 2 more.
So, but the important word is
just 2. That's not
the important word. What's the important word?
Okay, you are higher in the standings. You don't have to worry about the playing.
I need to hear.
I hope you enjoy it.
Loving it. Thanks for asking. Now, as I was trying to be complimentary of your little squad,
okay.
I came from a place of being like, hey, man, this is the team that no one wants to play. I hate when people say that about teams, but no one wants to play y'all's asses, man.
We need to amend that because
if you'd have reeled in your natural defensiveness, you'd have let me compliment your little team.
No, Boston absolutely does. You think Boston again? Jason Tatum looks forward to playing.
I'm so mad this worked for them. I'm so mad this worked. It makes no sense. It's infuriating.
Yes. Do you have it, dog? What was it? 2 weeks ago? It was like 2 weeks ago. Like Jason Tatum, with no Brown, no Derek White, Kata came in and hit the most efficient 35 you'd ever see. And
get on my back special.
Exactly. Was nobody really out there. Him and Peyton Pritchard really didn't do anything. It was just Jason Tatum by himself and then whooped up on the Hornets on a back-to-back. I don't want to see that leprechaun come here, but I know it's coming.
I'm very excited for Atlanta, Cleveland. I think the length could
second round.
I think the Hawks could interrupt some of their guard play with that length on the perimeter. And then if it comes down to a less than 100% Cade Cunningham, I'll roll the dice. And then whatever the Celtics are going to do, what they're going to do. The Celtics are on some sort of miracle run with flamethrowers.
The Celtics are going to the finals.
I don't know.
We know that
makes no fucking sense. I'm infuriated that it's happening again. I feel like Jesse Pinkman. They can't keep getting away with this.
And the thing, this was supposed to be their gap year.
You know what's really the worst part about all this, Nata?
What?
Joe Mazzulla might be a good coach.
The psychos usually are.
Look, he's beyond. He's the one where I'm like, hey man, you too weird, dog. You should be coaching D-line somewhere. That's how weird he is.
He's from West Virginia. What should we really expect it?
He should coach D-line somewhere.
Fair.
This is not a basketball coach. I don't know what he is.
He's a strength and conditioning coach.
I'm going to say he's an S&C at a Mid-Atlantic. He's an S&C at Like, who's mad that his players aren't stronger?
No, he's an SNCF Marshal. That's what he is. He's an SNCF Marshal.
If I had a better job, I'd be getting more gains.
Yes. And Marshall.
That's so true and mean. Let's go to the West really quickly. Fucking Lakers, man. Just the whole thing. God damn it. God.
You didn't really think they were going to win more than a round, did you?
Oh, first of all, the splits for those three together post-break told me it was top in the league. They could win more than a round. Like I thought that if we had matchups, if we ended up being who opening with them versus the Timberwolves, I'll take them. I'd have taken them. And then next round, Spurs, yeah, fine, whatever.
I would have taken Spurs. I would have taken Spurs.
Of course, but like you'll need a lot more. How do you defend Wemby? And I want someone to pull out a pistol. Like that's how I think. Because the thing everyone's missing about Wemby is he's playing he's doing all these things in under 31 minutes a night. When he's playing 45 in the playoffs, this is going to get really fucking annoying.
38. He's only going to need 38.
But I'm saying they'll push it. If he needs to push it, they will push it.
They will push it. But he's only going to need 38. That's scary.
You're probably right. Yeah, man, the West is interesting at the top. I think that the Rockets,
rock, paper, scissors.
The Rockets are proven so flawed.
That entire conference is rock, paper,
scissors. Tell me who beats the Spurs?
Denver.
And Denver beats and the Thunder beat Denver, but the Spurs.
Yeah, it's rock, paper, scissors. Yeah.
For those three, yeah.
It's rock, paper, scissors.
And then everyone else trying to play spoiler. And I do feel bad about the Lakers. I think that you can say what you will about how people feel about the defense. Look, man, give me the guy you can't guard in the playoffs in the 7-game series. And we can joke all we want about Luka. Luka Doncic came out here with a not much better Dallas team and averaged 37 through the playoffs and carried them to the finals.
I would argue
to pretend that this was a fait accompli, they had no chance, is wild to me.
I would argue Derek Lively's rookie year was better than anything DeAndre Ayton was giving them.
You didn't have LeBron James as your third.
Fair.
What do you want me to do?
Fair.
Oh, you mean the Lakers team isn't perfect? No shit. However, the third best player.
You were saying hold on. You were saying again, not much better than Dallas, and I'm telling you where they were better. I'm telling you where they were better. That's what I'm telling you.
The
one most important place, though, the lob threat. The guy that would make things a lot easier for Luka.
I'd have taken that year's Kyrie over Austin Reeves.
Yeah, until you had to ask him to read a map.
Look, we ain't playing maps. We're playing basketball. What the fuck are you talking about? Why you bring it up shit just to win an argument? Before we get out of here, I got to ask you. So it is April 6th. We're in the heat of Wrestlemania season. And I want to bring this by you real quick because I haven't talked to our other wrestling friends about this yet, but I want to bounce this off you. Somehow they did it again. Those sons of bitches, the WWE, they did it again. They've succeeded in doing something that I didn't think was possible in 26, excuse me. And they recreated 1998 because no matter what you think about what happened on Friday, no matter what you think about what happened, you've made the corporation the bad guy again.
Yep.
Congratulations. You played yourselves, you internet idiots.
Yeah. You got worked again. And Triple H has been really good at working these guys over and over.
There's nothing a wrestler knows better than how to read and react to a crowd. And his ability to do it on a global level, to anticipate, he knew that was going to go over like a turd in church. But guess what he did? He also knew that we could get Cody to go out there and do the work shoot thing. Apparently, CM Punk did a work shoot thing tonight.
Yes, he did.
Guess what?
Yes, he did.
No matter what they allowed them to say on their television, I want to remind everyone that if you see it in pro wrestling, if it's on television, if it's reported in the news, you're supposed to know it. They don't have to tell you ticket sales are down. They choose to release that information to build these other things. You got to understand that it's all a work, all of it.
That man mentioned ticket prices on a WWE broadcast.
All of it's
got away with something.
Because whatever he said tonight, and again, I haven't heard the promo yet. Whatever he said, nothing is going to change. You're not going to get less Pat McAfee. You're going to get more because guess what you did, you fools? You sold. Can I tell you a story about no selling?
Please.
So, okay, a couple years ago, before I met Susan, I was a drunk, and my friends were bartenders and bar owners, and we liked to play pranks on each other.
Oh, boy.
And one day, we had a great prank. We put our friend's cell phone number on Craigslist, said, hey, I just accepted a position across the country. I'm trying to get rid of everything. I have this brand new hot tub I just bought, $300 OBO, and we put his cell phone number on there. And he didn't say a word to us. He didn't mention it to anyone. 2 weeks later, we're all at some bar, and our other friend walks away, and I was like, hey, man, did anyone ever call you about a hot tub? And he looked me dead in the eye and said, yeah. But I also know that if I don't react, take this thing out of all for you guys so it stops being fun. The power of the no sell. The power of the no sell is a motherfucker.
That is a Goldberg no sell. That's a Goldberg no sell right there.
He shrugged off a chair shot.
Jeez.
And it taught me more about like how to deal with people than anyone else I'd like to care to admit. Like it was like, that was brilliant. Like it was one of, I didn't know not reacting was an option. Exactly. And so on Friday, I wasn't watching because I don't watch SmackDown because Fridays are I'm tired. But I'm on my phone, I'm doing something, I'm dicking around, and I just see all these angry posts. Pat McAfee was on the phone. How could he? And now you've got 3 days of people inadvertently talking about WrestleMania.
2 weeks before the event.
Brilliant. They're doing this to pop a pit, so everyone will pay more attention. And by doing the thing that you're doing, you're actually, you know what? Never mind. It's one of those things where you're like,
it's perfect viral marketing.
When you try to explain to someone, you feel stupid. You're like, whatever, man. You don't need to understand it. Don't worry about
it. No, but again, it worked so well. It worked brilliantly. And then you have McAfee on ESPN further spinning it forward every day. Even again, despite the fact that, again, because the other portion of this that we haven't talked about enough is that McAfee was telling everybody, oh, my WWE days are behind me, yada, yada, yada. And everybody got work. It was fun.
It was so weird because, like, even when it happened, like, he hasn't been on TV in a while. Like, why is this even a conversation? Like, why are we bringing this up? And of course, now we know why they brought it up so they could then subvert the expectation with it. It is. Touche, Levesque. He did it again.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this Mania. For me, the build has on a whole been uneven, but I think when we get to Saturday and Sunday, the 19th and the 18th, it's going to be something fun to watch. Let's just talk about my favorite match so far that they've announced.
Which one is it?
Brock Lesnar.
Do you want to hear my hot take on that?
I do.
That should be night one main event. That should be like, that's the one I'm most excited.
So who do you piss off, Roman or Cody?
Cody. Fuck is Cody gonna do?
All right.
Like that's like,
but now we're not. Okay. So let's play the next game. Who do you piss off, Roman or Ari? Ari didn't pull in Pat McAfee to not be a main event.
Nope. No, exactly. Well, I would argue whatever happens with Brock Oba is going to overshadow whatever happens with Randy, with Ari / Randy and Cody. We will be talking about Brock Oba 1. And yes, I'm saying Brock Oba 1 because this ain't over. We all know this ain't over.
It should only be over when Oba retires, that old man. So is there a match here particularly you already got your eye on, or are you just kind of ready for the card to continue to unfurl?
I kind of want to see what Seth Gunther is going to look like. I'm kind of curious about that.
I haven't watched Raw tonight, so I'm behind on the build. So I hope that they added to it from last week, because last week it just felt like
last week didn't make sense. Because last week didn't make any sense, and I agree with you on that. Like, it didn't make any sense. But Seth Gunther, because it's like you have the career killer versus Seth Rollins, and unless Seth is retiring sometime soon, you gotta connect the dots on this, and they have 2 weeks to connect the dots. I am just concerned. Let's put it that way.
Well, that's also like the big subplot this year has been the injuries, the bug that's hit the build, and so I think that they're trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit. And while the build may not be great, I think in-ring is going to be fine. I think they're going to do.
Oh yeah.
You think about it. I heard someone mention this on one of the wrestling podcasts. Gunther's first main roster match was Seth Rollins.
That's true.
On one of the European loops. And so there's a bit of a story there. There's definitely stuff to build to there. Obviously, I think this Punk Roman thing is, I think that whatever happened tonight, the promo that I haven't seen yet, it's going to be good because you're able to fold him into the anti-establishment thing, which has been a tough sell for him because he was brought back almost like handpicked and like hand-elected and delivered. It's hard to make him an anti-authority figure, but by making the authority so amorphous and personified by Pat McAfee, who is not above getting in the ring, who's not above getting choked up by Gunther, who's not above having a great-ass match, a cage match with Adam Cole in NXT.
Not above getting GTS'd. Not above getting GTS on night 2.
So we get the Cody and friends to close out night 2?
Yeah.
For the soul of the WWE. God damn it.
Look, we just, again, 40, again, remember, 40 was
easy
Endgame level.
This is such easy booking. Yeah, but after Endgame, you've got to have like fewer events, and they don't have that luxury. They have to book WrestleMania every year.
Yeah, but again, you can continue to spin it forward. You can continue to make faces of the authority. You can make Gunther the face of authority as the corporate retirer.
Can I make you really upset?
Go ahead.
Are you excited for all this to be on Untold next year?
Yes, actually, I enjoy it.
Are you an Untold guy?
I semi enjoy it because
I've never watched
it. Even though I've never really like it's stuff that like I enjoy the behind the scenes, and I know it's all another storyline that they're trying to spin forward because they would, again, if it's out there on their program, they want you to know about it. Like you said that multiple times, but at the same point, like there's still some inside baseballs. There's still a couple of fastballs that you can get on the inside that you don't necessarily get from the show itself. So I do appreciate it for what it is. It's one of those things. Again, it's like any other reality show. I enjoy it. So it's going to be fascinating to see what the pivots were and how much of this actually was going to be something else. So
last thing before we get out of here, AEW's got a pay-per-view this Sunday night. Yeah, man. Vancouver, British Columbia, April 12th. It's a big card. It's like every other AEW card. It's a huge card. It's going to take forever. It's going to be 28 hours. I'm like, I have a friend who owns a bar who's like, you should come and watch it. And I'm like, hey, man, that's just a long night. That's just
no, that's too long.
Night. It's like, and the bar's like 45 minutes from my house. I'm like, hey, man.
No, because again, you're going to leave in like the middle, like you're going to leave in the middle of like private party match, and it'll be 11 o'clock. Like that's where we're at with this.
I'll say this. There's a lot of good matches on the card, a lot of stuff that's already lined up. Of the announced matches, that Moxley Ospreay match is about to be a fucking banger.
I want to watch it. I really do. I am just like I don't want to wake up and like miss the main event, which I know is going to.
But you'll have owned it. Like you'll be able to watch it later.
Man, but you know how this goes, especially now. Again, new parent.
Yeah, but you're not like you're not one of those people who needs to not know. Like you can know the ending and still enjoy the journey.
I can, but I still would like to enjoy it before everything is spoiled.
Okay.
Before everything, like there are certain spots that, again, granted, a lot of the highlights will miss, but if you're not careful, there will be an entire match that is spoiled for you. And I'm good. I really just want to enjoy it. I want to sit there and I want to sip it and I want to enjoy it. And unless I'm planning on doing the 3 a.m. feeding, there's no way I'm going to be able to do it.
Fair enough. So last question before we get out of here. If you got the pin and you're an AEW, Kenny Omega seems to be back on top of his game. MJF kind of fleshing out this in the latest heel turn. Do you take the belt off MJF, or do you let him continue to be the devil?
MJF can still be the devil without the belt. You only have so much time left with Kenny Omega before his guts implode. So you know I'm right, though. You know I'm right. Like, you only have so much time. And if Tony's not going to be around for the rest of the year, as it's been reported, like, unfortunately, you need stars. Like, your biggest star was Tony. And if she's not going to be around and they're trying to do this thing with Thekla and making her a thing, and I do think that she's going to be a badass heel, and when Tony returns is going to be an event. I think you got to go with Kenny until you can't anymore. And then maybe Swerve with this new heel turn in 6 months takes the belt off of Kenny, and then you can continue to spin it forward. But MJF can be the devil of AEW without the belt. He can do that. He can be himself, and he doesn't need the belt. He's that over now at this point.
I say he keeps the belt. He puts Kenny on the shelf. You let him roll with some more baby faces, and then you say Kenny using his EV powers is doing one night only Hangman versus MJF for the belt, and you get that belt back off of him. And I think we've now established there are two main characters in all Elite Wrestling, and it's not just Hangman anymore. MJF has established himself as that. But I think you're right. The opportunity to put the belt on Kenny and have him kind of lead you into a very big summer for your brand is very appealing. But it's also weighed against the fact that every male title holder in WWE right now is over 40.
Very true. But also, I would. Here's my counter to this.
Caveat.
I know you're gonna. AEW is going to need a TV partner soon. What better way to do it than with?
No, that TV deal's they've got another 4 or 5 years on that TV deal.
Sir, this is apparent. There again. Remember.
Oh, this is the concern trolling of people. Don't buy into that shit. Their TV deals they're going to be just fine. They need content. They've got content. It's an advantageous deal for everyone. They just got a bunch of Saudi money to pay for all of it. Like, they're not going to be crying broke over an AEW line item on their call sheet. I think
I don't think they will, but I do wonder where they're going to. I do wonder if they're going to be on P+ going forward. It's a concern.
I that's not my concern or problem, or shouldn't be theirs. They cannot book to what might happen. They have to book to what's in front of them, and what's in front of them is a very big summer where they can kind of define themselves as the true alternative from whatever TKO has turned Vince McMahon's seniors baby into.
Fair.
I don't want to fall into the Cody trap and reference the other one. Nata, man, thank you for coming on and talking to us, brother. I appreciate you taking the time, talking a little women's wrestling or women's basketball and some professional wrestling. Tell everyone where they can find all the goodness and the work that you do, my friend.
Well, if you are on the Yahoo Sports page, every now and again, I cut a couple of videos for Yahoo Sports for at least the next 4 or 5 months. There are a couple other projects that are coming around. If you are subscribed to Channel 6, and you should be subscribed to Channel 6 because Spencer and Holly do a lot of really, really great work. I produce their podcast that they do every now and again on that. Subscribe. It's only $10 a month. You get You get 2 things for definitely, and then you get that third. That's that podcast. So subscribe. It helps pay. Again, it helps pay for diapers for my daughter. And then on top of that, I'm just here and there, and every now and again, I do this little residency on this podcast, this Unanimous Decision podcast, because again, Palm enjoys, he's a glutton for punishment. He can continue to invite me here.
Oh, behave. No, man, really appreciate you coming on. Always a pleasure, man. Thanks for giving us some of your time. You guys check out everything they're doing over at Channel 6. And also, if you're going to be in the Atlanta area, May 15th, I think, today of the show, we're doing the Bomani live show is going to be here. Rod and Karen are doing a live show with him. I'll be there beforehand. I bought the VIP tickets, so I'll be hanging out with them. But I'm excited to see my friends, Rod and Karen. Fun fact, they're the first people on earth I told I bought a engagement ring for Susan. We were doing a live show. We were doing a live show in DC, and I had a couple drinks in me. And I was like, "You're not remembering real lives. I can tell you a secret." I told them I bought the ring. I bought the ring like the week before, and it just sat in my office for 8 months before I proposed. But yeah, that was
understandable.
A live show we did many, many years ago. But I'm excited to see them. Excited to see Bo, and excited to do this live show. And I hope to see everyone there. Make sure you guys check it out. BomaniJonesLive.com. is the link. And yeah, thank you guys for listening. We'll be back again on Friday with another Felder Friday, so you guys can be exposed to the truth that is Michael Felder. Like, I think that that's the biggest reason this podcast exists, is so that everyone knows that nothing he does is a bit.
You have to understand that that is the most unique man in sports media, like bar none, bar none. There's never going to be anybody else like Michael Felder.
Thank God.
Yes.
People like, oh, Felder is really like that. Did you listen last week?
I missed it. I missed it.
Felder doxed himself to women in the carpool line. They were talking about gardening, and he was like, actually, I have a podcast. He said, while he said it, he was like, stop talking, you idiot. They're going to listen. He's like, so he told them about hand in the dirt. And I was like, Felder, you can't just tell people.
At some point, you know, quick Felder story.
Reverse doxing was invented by Michael Felder.
Quick story about Michael Felder. So, because again, I told you again, he was at my wedding. He showed up. That man charmed, I want to say, at least 5 or 6 of my in-laws. Like, they all love him. They all know him. Again, he remembers their names. They remember him. Like, that man, I keep saying again, one of one is overused.
One of one. But it's true.
But absolutely.
That's not the story from your wedding I thought you were going to tell about Felder.
No, I can't tell the other one. I can't tell the other one because you know that story.
I do know that story, so I was bracing. I was like, oh, shit. What's he about to say?
Nope.
You said the nice
can't
story.
Tell that one.
That's too funny.
I can't tell that story. That story is one of those, like, if I ever do a Felder Friday with you guys, then we can tell that story.
Then we can tell the
story. Then, nope.
Putting a pin in that for now. That was your show, guys. There is no outro. There's a bunch of outros stuff I was supposed to say, but this is better than that. Have a great week. We'll see you guys on Friday.